And welcome to the latest episode from Follow the Boat, and you'll find us here. This is Thailand's southernmost island, and it's Ko Lipe. We're on the northeast corner here, nicely sheltered from the wind, and you can see we're just tied up here to some posts. And it's a beautiful day, and we're going to take you on a little tour of the island.
Okay, today we are going to Ko Lipe, which is part of the Butang Islands in Thailand. So this means we have checked out of Malaysia, and I don't know if you can see behind me, over there is the island of Langkawi, and that's where we've been for the last few weeks. So we checked out this morning, we refueled, and we're heading in northwesterly direction. It's about 25 miles. It takes about 4 or 5 hours. We've not got much wind, unfortunately, so we've put the main and the mizzen up. We've also put the staysail up, because if you remember, we can't use the headsail at the moment, but the staysail's flapping around a bit, so I think we're going to put that away. It's been a really good opportunity to play with the navigation system, our new B&G Zeus system. And I have to say, both Liz and I are really impressed with it. It's so flexible, easy to use, lots of things to play with, and it's making navigation not only easier but much more enjoyable as well. So anyway, let's put away this staysail.
We furl away the flapping staysail and continue to motor sail towards the Butang Islands on a flat sea. We amuse ourselves with a navigation system and vain efforts at fishing, but it's not long before we approach Ko Lipe, the small island in the southwest of the Butang Island group. After dropping the hook on the north side of the island, Jamie takes a well-earned dip, whilst I prepare Millie's supper. In the evening, we enjoy a small sundowner. Matthias Rosé, a blast from the past. Drinking 70s styly here, so, but just to make sure you understand, I'm not drinking a big bottle. It's a miniature.
Well, I've just woken up and my coffee's on the go, but there's action. It's all action up on deck.
Oh, good girl, Millie.
Liz, give us an update. What's happened?
Well, we've been fishing all morning, Millie and I was doing it my old way, with the float, with the lead weight on top and the hook underneath. Nothing. So then I decided I'd go back to the way that Windrose Tony showed us when we were on the fishing trip, which is 2 hooks.
Don't give the secret away.
Oh no, I won't give the... Anyway, 10 minutes later, we've got ourselves a lovely fish breakfast for our Millie. There you are, Mills. He's still alive. She's saying thank you.
So why does Millie get it and not us?
Because Millie deserves it. She hasn't had a fish for a while and she's been really good. She's behaved very well. And she hasn't had fish for a few days, have you, Mills? There you are. He's all yours, Mills. Shall we try and get some more? We are on Terry of Rome 2's dinghy and we're going to the beach on Lipe. And we're going to walk along the beach, we're going to find a bar, and find somewhere to have a massage, and then that's going to be our day. On holiday. It's great. Oh, it's so nice to see the bottom of the ocean. It's been a long time.
Nice to swim.
Yeah.
Just looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah. We take the dinghy ashore to Sunset Beach, a west-facing sandy oasis that's fairly quiet during the day. There's probably someone here that does it anyway. We get to frolic in clear waters and find that bar for a refreshing drink and midday snack. After feeling suitably relaxed, we take a wander through the canopy of palms into town. Something about the fact that you have to be in a boatyard for a year or deal with constant maintenance on a boat that really makes you appreciate these moments. I think if it were just all beautiful, wonderful, lovey-dovey, gorgeous paradise the whole time, you get a bit bored. You need to struggle to appreciate it.
Boat maintenance in paradise.
Yeah, boat maintenance in paradise. Ko Lipe is part of the Adang Rawi archipelago, a small group of islands known as the Butangs. Although Ko Lipe is smaller than neighbouring Adang and Rawi, it is by far the most popular for tourists. It was settled by a group of Chow Lei, also known as sea gypsies, who originated from Malaysia. Just 15 years ago there was only one bar on the island, but now the Chow Lei share their island with hundreds of tourists who come to live in anything from a grass hut to 5-star air-conditioned apartments. There are 3 main beaches, Sunrise, Sunset and Pattaya, all separated by jungle and a few roads known as Walking Street. These streets cater for both tourist and local alike, packed full of bars, shops, restaurants, markets, fishing supplies and, of course, tattoo parlours. If the weather gets too much, then grab a motorbike sidecar taxi, the only means of transport on the island, to be whisked away to your destination in no time. Having landed the dinghy at Sunset Beach, we take a stroll down Walking Street and head towards the larger and more popular Sunrise Beach on the east of the island. In among the holiday beach huts and shops you'll find local people going about their own business, and sure enough, on our way to Sunrise Beach we meet a group of lads working on their fishing traps.
Okay, Liz, so we've just met a couple of local lads who live here.
Yep.
And we've just come across what appears to be some kind of fishing trap. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
Yeah, it's a work of art. This goes down onto the floor of the sea, and what happens is that a fish will go through the middle here, like this. You get it inside, and you can't get out again. So they haven't finished making it at the moment, so there'll be more net all the way over the top here, wire all the way over the top, and the only way in is this way. And the fish don't have the intelligence to come back out again. And it's a nice rigid piece of engineering, sits on the bottom, they put some bait in there, whatever they have, and apparently they get fish this big. And it's usually grouper And we all know that grouper taste really good because we've caught a few of those ourselves, but mine are only ever this big. Beautiful. We push on to Sunrise Beach, where there's always someone showing off. Here you'll see a lot of activity both in and out of the water. Longtails take visitors and supplies up and down the island, and on a spring low water you'll often see the operators pushing their vessels through the shallows.
This is spring low water Thai style. And for those of you who remember, spring low water as opposed to neap low water, neap's low water is when the tide is at its lowest. And the water is right out here, and as you can see in the distance, these long-tail boats which are taking deliveries and people to their various resorts keep getting stuck on the reefs. You can see how far out these people are. It's very, very, very shallow. And this is one of the reasons why these guys have these long outboards. You can see it's about 8 foot long. It just allows them to lift up their outboard engine as they skirt over the reefs. But we've just been sitting here watching at least 3 or 4 of these getting stuck every few minutes. And they swing the outboards around, push it in the other direction, and if they really are stuck and they can't move, they get their minions to jump out and walk across the reef and push them off.
กินไหมนี่ฮะมันเป็นสังข้างอ๋อสังข้างใช้นี่เดียไอ้ไนโซโล่ก็ได้ไนโซโล่แชมพูอ่ะที่ฟอกผมด้วยอ่ะแก้รังแคแก้อะไรได้เป็นสังข้างก็เลยขี้เกียจใส่ก่อนเซฟบางค่าบ้าง
What's your name?
My name M.
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 And you're from Bangkok, yeah?
Yes, from Bangkok.
And you've been working here how long?
Yes, stay here 11 months.
11 months.
Yes.
And so you're doing deliveries to one of the resorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do the deliveries come from?
This?
Yeah.
From Pakbala. Yeah.
From Pakbara.
Yeah.
So you come every day?
Oh, 1 week is 2 times.
Twice a week, yeah. And obviously you've got a lot of water here.
Yeah.
How much water do you bring over every week?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
A lot.
Friday.
And anything else you bring? Food?
Yes, for food, for drink, everything I buy from Milan.
Right. Okay.
To come to cargo boat.
And the cargo boat is in Pakbara? Yeah. And you pick up from Pakbara?
Yes.
And come here?
Yes.
And how many miles is Pakbara from here?
Maybe เท่าไหร่วะกี่ชั่วโมง How maybe 4 hours is come.
It's 4 hours on the long tail. It's 4 hours.
Big boat.
Yeah. Okay.
ครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you.
Cheers.
ขอบคุณครับ
It's easy to while away days on those 2 beaches, but we don't have all the time in the world. For us yachties, there is a time limit between checking out of Langkawi in Malaysia and checking in at Ao Chalong in Phuket, 150 or so miles north. Unfortunately, disaster strikes.
Well, they do say cruising is boat maintenance in paradise. We have certainly been testing that theory.
Yeah, and in the next episode we're going to show you exactly what happens.
But we had a problem with the gearbox, which appeared to be leaking oil. Ran into some problems with the Morse cable. There was a completely separate issue, and that was a leaking pipe. It's actually corroded all the way down the pipe. and had to get our friend Stuart, who was at anchor, to come and tow us back to the anchorage. And now the engine won't start. Thanks for catching up with us in our latest episode, and if you'd like to stay tuned, then don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just click the little red button that you should see in the bottom right hand corner.
And right next to it you should see our Patreon link, so have a look at what's going on there. And we would like to take this opportunity to say thank you very much to all the new subscribers at Patreon.
Indeed, because with these new subscribers we now find ourselves over halfway towards our first Patreon goal.
And that is?
An external microphone for our camera.
Great.
Yeah, which will be useful because we found ourselves in windy situations, and having that external mic will really help with the post-production of our clips.
Yeah, it'll blot out all that nasty background noise and allow you to hear us better.
Which isn't always a good thing.
No, it's not always a good thing.
Anyway, don't forget to
follow the boat. Follow the boat.
Follow the boat. Follow the boat.
Follow the boat.
Follow the boat.